Good afternoon, welcome to Big Al's Eats. Hey, it's 4th of July today, and getting a little late start in the afternoon, but we're gonna cook some baby back ribs today, and I wanted to show you how I do it over here at Big Al's Eats. We used to travel the barbecue circuit, cooking barbecue at the different events around the country, and we were very successful with our ribs, and I wanted to show you how I do it. You could do these any way you like, but this was my method. We keep it real simple over here. So starting out with baby back ribs, and we got these from Sam's Club, and they come pre-skinned. The membrane on the back is gone. So all I want to do is just clean these up a little bit. There's some loose fat and some meat here that won't do nothing but crumble up and overcook, so we're just going to remove some of that. We're not going to do a whole lot to this. These ribs they look really nice. Got a little meat hanging off right there. Just flip it over. It's got some good marbling in it, got some good surface fat, but some of this will not render down, so I'm going to remove just a little of it. You got some loose meat right here on the top. And that loose meat like that, I mean, it'll be edible, but it'll be so overcooked, you won't have any flavor. So just go through here and take some of the extreme fat off. And that's all there is to it. I'm gonna get this other one cleaned up, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how we're gonna season it. So y'all stick around. Okay, we've got these ribs cleaned up nicely, getting ready to put some seasoning down. Like I said, today is the 4th of July. We've got a rib competition coming up 1st of August. So we're gonna have some 4th of July ribs. Plus I'm gonna practice today for that upcoming event. So what I wanna do, I wanna start and I wanna season the bone side first. I have a special rib rub that I use, and we're just gonna sprinkle it on. Nice little coating of it's a special rib rub that we use. I just go all the way across with a nice little coating. Get everything covered. This is going to add a mahogany color to these ribs. All right. And you want to get the sides also. A lot of this rub it'll actually fall off onto your tray. You can pick these ribs up and just dump them over into it. Like this, and get the other side seasoned up nicely. All right. Now, the next thing we're going to put on is a little bit of garlic powder. Real simple, garlic powder. Nice little coating on the bone side. Hey, and this, like I say, it's 4th of July. It's warm outside. I've got fans blowing. And it's helping me blow the garlic powder away. Yes, it's actually 92 degrees out here in the man cave. But, you know, we have fans blowing. We've got misters on the roof. And now I'm going to add lemon pepper. These are the 3 seasonings that I'm going to put on these ribs. And now we'll season the other side. Y'all stick around. We'll be back and show you what it looks like when we're through. Okay, here you have it. We've got both sides seasoned. Got a rib rub on there, garlic powder, lemon pepper, and that's it. I'm gonna light the Camp Chef. We're gonna cook it on this pellet cooker back here. We're gonna fire it up, let the smoke start rolling on it. We're gonna leave these sitting at room temperature, let them tack up a little bit, let that seasoning kind of get a little wet on there, and then we're gonna put them on the Camp Chef pellet grill for probably start out with about 2 hours at 275 degrees. Let them tack up, and then we're going to spritz them, and we'll get into that in a little while later. So let's get the grill lit, let these sit for a little while, and we'll get to smoking. Okay, here we go. We got them all seasoned up, got the Camp Chef up to temperature, ready to put these ribs on. Gonna run them at 275 for about 2 hours, and then we'll check them. So let's get it opened up. Gonna put them up on the top shelf. When I put them on, I kind of squeeze them together. And we're gonna put them both on the same way. And here we go, just kind of squeeze them together, keep them compact, shut the lid down, and let them go. So y'all stick around, we'll be gone for a couple hours. We're gonna come back, check them to make sure they're tacked up. If they're tacked up, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start misting them about every 30-45 minutes just to keep them moist. So stick around, we'll show you the next half in just a few minutes. Okay, we're about an hour and 45 minutes in. Let's check these ribs and see how they're standing up. They're looking pretty good. They're tacking up real nice. Pull them out a little bit, take a peek at them. They're breaking open a little bit right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spritz them a little bit. It's gonna keep them nice and moist. So spritz them a little bit. Right there where they're breaking open, I'm gonna add just a little more rub to that one spot right there. The rest of them looking pretty good. So we'll put them back on, and we'll come back and we'll check them in about 30-45 minutes, and we may spritz them again. We'll just see what they're doing, but they're where they need to be right now. Y'all stay tuned. We'll carry on with this rib cooking on this beautiful 4th of July. Okay, we got these ribs where we want them. I've spritzed them a couple of times. The internal temperature last time I checked was about 187. I'm gonna check it again, make sure it's time, and we're gonna do the wrap now. I've got some real butter laid out here. Let's check these ribs. Let's check the internal temperature. See what it looks like. Yeah, there, that one's at 200. The back one is 181. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull these front ribs. We'll put them down, get them wrapped, and we're gonna go back on the grill with them. They look good. They got that bend to them. I'm gonna put them meat side down. Put a little butter on the bone side. And this humidity, this butter, I can't pick it up. It's wanting to melt. So anyway, let's take a knife and get the butter picked up. Wipe that off a little bit. Shut the lid down. We're gonna let these other ribs go. We're gonna let them go for a few more minutes, and but we're gonna go ahead and get these wrapped. Just do a real simple wrap. Fold it over there. You don't want the rib bones to bust through the tin foil, so come over here with this one. Just simply fold it over. And that's that. And I'm going to double wrap these. I'm going to do it again. Same deal, just a real simple wrap. That way we can come back later and we can check the internal temperature just by shooting through the tin foil. So now we'll put these back on the Camp Chef pellet grill, and we're gonna let these go for about another hour before we pull them. Those on the back are looking good. These just need to go back on here, and they're just going to kind of rest. I've lowered the temperature from 275 to 250. So we're going to let them finish up there and get to that the internal temperature that we're looking for. And these ribs are right where they need to be now, except for that back section. So we're going to let it go about 10 or 15 more minutes, and then we'll wrap it, put it right back on the grill also. Y'all stay tuned. We're almost at the end. And now it's time to pull that second slab of baby back ribs. I have spritzed those again, let them continue to cook, and brought the internal temperature up a little bit. So let's pull them, wrap them, get them back on the grill. They are looking good too, y'all. Outstanding. They got that bend to them. They're right where they need to be. So what I'm going to do, set them down right there. I'm going to shut this grate back down. I'll just slide those ribs to the back. I'm going to put a few pats of butter down on here and put those ribs on it. Those ribs, oh, and the smell, they're smelling so good. Just put about 3 pats of butter down. Put the ribs on top. And we're going to put them back on and let them finish. Oh man, got a nice crust on there. These are going to be some outstanding ribs. We're getting good practice in today. I'll just go ahead and finish up with a couple of pats of butter on the bone side. There you have it. And now we'll wrap these. Get over there where you need to be. All right. Just a real simple wrap. These are really looking good. I'm well pleased with these ribs. Just a real simple wrap. And I'm double wrapping with heavy duty foil. You don't want the bones of the ribs to bust through your foil. You want to keep those juices inside, and when we put these ribs back on the grill, they're going to finish. And after this, we've got just one more step. We're going to unwrap the ribs and put them back on, let them tack up good, and it's going to be time to serve them. So let's get these ribs back on this grill. Meat side down, let them finish up in a little real butter. So there you have it. We're one step away from eating baby back ribs at Big Al's Eats. Don't forget to like and share my page over here at YouTube and on Facebook, Big Al's Eats. Y'all check him out. Give him a like and share. Okay, folks, it's time to finish these ribs. Let's get them off of the camp chef. What do you say? Let me put me some gloves on because it's hot over there. We've had these wrapped for about an hour. Now we're going to unwrap, flip them over, and get ready to finish them on the pellet grill. If we need to redust, we will redust. But we just want to take a quick look, see what everything looks like. I know it's smelling so good. I know. Oh man, these ribs are looking nice. What do you think, y'all? What I want to do now is I want to flip these over, take a look at the other side. We've had them finishing on the grill over here. We finishing them with a little bit of butter. And we're going to flip them over, see what they look like. Let's go ahead and check that temperature, because that's the main thing. I've got an idea of what it is, but let's just pop it open and get between a bone down in the thickest part of the meat. We're at 209. That's right where we want it to be. 206, 209. Even if it goes to 210, we're good. These ribs are done. You see how they're pulling apart? That's a good sign right there. 209. These ribs are ready for the finish. So let me put my gloves back on because they're 200 degrees. They're warm. What I want to do is flip them over. Oh, the color. They're flexible. Gosh, this is going to be so good. What I want to do now, these are Memphis style ribs. They're going to be a dry rub type rib. What I want to do is redust them with just a slight amount of my special rib rub. And we're going to lay them on top and let them tack back up, and these ribs are going to be ready for service. So let's get them back on the grill now. Oh gosh, I want to try one now. Dog, this is going to be goat lipping. I tell you. Let's open this back up. I'm going to slide this other slab over there toward the back. We're going to pick this one up. That color on these ribs are just outstanding. Don't that look good? Nice, tender. Those ribs are ready to go. Those are award-winning ribs right there. I guarantee you, those ribs will win. We're going to put them back on there for about 15 minutes, let them tack up. We will re-wrap them, put them in a cooler, take them inside, slice them. We'll be ready to eat. But don't you think for a minute that I'm going to take them inside without slicing a little piece off out here. We're going to taste these ribs in about 15 to 20 minutes. Y'all stick around, y'all. The best part is yet to come. Cheers, folks. Stick around. All right, that first slab is ready. We're going to take it up and get it rewrapped. We're going inside with it. So let's put it back. I double wrap, but now I'm down to single wrap. I'm going to put the first slab back down on here. We're going to do a little taste test. Let's see what we got here. It sure does look good. Y'all have heard of Memphis dry rubs? This is the deal, y'all. That's it. It's ready to go. I'm gonna put that down there. Gonna re-wrap it. Just keep the moisture in there. But before we wrap, I am gonna taste it. I've got to have a taste of this rib. So let's close this down. We're gonna work on that other rib here in just a second. So stick around just a second. Let me wash my hands, take my gloves off, get a knife, slice off a little corner. This is gonna be good, y'all. Okay, here we go. Let's flip this rib over and let's just cut off a little ugly piece over here and we'll set it to the side. I'm just gonna cut one bone off and give it a little sample. Oh yeah, it's falling apart. That rib right there is moist, juicy. You can see the smoke ring on that. Let me set it on this napkin. And I'm gonna fold it over, get it wrapped up, and we're gonna put it in a cooler and just let it set for a minute or two, and we're going inside to eat. Just wanna keep it warm, keep the juices inside. So, let's let it happen, Captain. I'm ready to taste me a rib. Pulls loose right off the bone. One bite, very tender, very flavorful. no sauce, outstanding rib. I was accomplishing what I went after. And what I did, I used the same seasonings I've always used. I have a special rib rub that I've got, you know, with just paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, stuff, you know, your usual rub. You know, you can make your own. I'll share my rub with you. It's not a big secret or anything. But alongside that rub, I've always introduced lemon pepper and garlic powder on top of that rib rub. It makes a difference. And I like dry ribs. I don't want to cover it with sauce. I want the rib to speak for itself. So, and this rib is not talking. This rib is shouting. That's a very good rib. You've seen the whole process. No secrets, y'all. And that's a rib right off the end. If this was a competition cook, I would have cut the ends off of this, made it more appealing to the eye, and wouldn't have an old ugly rib like that. But hey, this is backyard cooking. I'm practicing for our August cook-off, our rib extravaganza. So there you have it, folks. Competition quality ribs in the backyard. This is how I do it every time. No secrets. Thank you for joining me. Get out and try you some ribs. Go buy you some baby back ribs. They work. They're very meaty. Get you some baby backs. And hey, make them your own. You don't have to use my recipe. But you go by the same thing that I went by today. Cook with temperature. Don't cook them till they look good. You're looking for, you know, 197 to 204. You've got it. Wrap them, put them back on, finish them. You've got some great ribs. Competition quality. Thank y'all for joining me. Y'all have again, 4th of July. Have a nice day.